Pyrrhic Victory. When winning costs you everything. What if the moment you stopped playing the game was the only real win you ever had? Because everything else was just theatre, a role, a race, a scoreboard with no meaning beyond the one the ego gave it. The truth doesn't keep score, but the ego does. And the ego doesn't just want to win, it wants to win by comparison. It needs someone to lose. It needs a brother beneath you. It needs your banner to fly above their bones. And it will whisper, just one more argument, just one more takedown, just one more round and you'll finally be enough. But it lies. Because the only real victory in this world is walking off the field entirely. That's the twist. Not winning, not losing, but laying down the sword. That's the only real power left in a game rigged for separation. The Course in Miracles doesn't ask for dominance, it asks for remembrance. Because who you really are doesn't need to win. It doesn't need to prove. It doesn't need a title, a trophy, or applause. It only needs to be remembered. And in the remembering, you realize you never needed to play at all. That's the Pyrrhic Victory, a win that costs you so much it becomes your defeat. You get the approval, but you betray your peace. You get the power, but you deny your brother. You get the money, but you sacrifice your joy. You get the win, but it costs you God. You got the last word in that argument, but now you sit alone with a heavy heart. You outperformed your competition, but lost the relationship that mattered most. You proved your point, but you feel more empty than before. You closed the deal, but can't sleep at night. You posted the clapback, and now you're scrolling for validation again. You became the success story, but your soul's not in the photo. This is how the ego wins. It bleeds you dry and calls it victory. You climb a hill of bones waving a banner that says, I matter, but no one's left to see it because you exiled them all just to climb. And the kicker? You still don't feel like you matter. You defended the mask and lost the face of Christ. You earned the trophy but can't lift it and your brother at the same time. Because what does God know of trophies? What eternal truth sits in a piece of rusting metal on a dusty shelf? You crucified your brother to protect your image and called that justice. You bled for applause that fades within the hour. You sacrificed peace to win approval from a voice in your head. And now the ego wants more. Just one more win, one more conquest, one more crucifixion, and you'll finally be free. But the ego's entire thought system is a Pyrrhic victory. It offers illusions that cost you reality. It promises power and delivers isolation. It sells success by mortgaging your soul. That's why laying it down is the only real win. Let them have the last word. Let them think they won, because you don't live there anymore. You're off the field. You're out of the game. And that's not losing. That's remembering. You don't need more wins. You need more truth. You need to remember what can't be earned or lost because it's already yours. You don't need another round. You need to wake up. And sometimes the only way to win is to stop keeping score.